Welcome back, people, to Northside LDN, and today we've got the Arsenal versus Brighton preview. Arsenal are taking on Brighton this weekend. It's a must-win game, especially after the performance that Arsenal put out against Crystal Palace. Absolutely smoked, absolutely smacked. This weekend is a must-win. Our rivals are literally either equal on points or literally 3 or 2 points away from catching up to us. Must win. Mikel Arteta is under a lot of pressure. I'm going to get straight into it. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Vamos, caramba. Welcome back, people, to Northside LDN. And let's see. We're going to be facing Brighton, and Mikel Arteta, you know, you've got to capitalize on a bad form that Brighton are going through at the moment. I don't want to hear no pucari. I don't want to hear no merda. I want 3 points, no capitulation, no 20, 25 minutes and we're 2-0 down. The team is literally, our team is in bits. We've got players out injured. We've got other players coming in that have been brought into the team with this 150 mil transfer window that we had when we bought in the Congo and Tavares, and these players are now got to have to step up. The only one out of that bunch that have really played well this season and look like they shut critics like myself and other Arsenal critics has been Ramsdale. Now is the time for Tavares, now is the time for Ben White, now is the time for Lokonga, etc. to now step up and actually show us why Mikel Arteta and Edu have put so much faith into them and why they even spent the money spent in getting them in. And literally, we're relying on them now. To get top 4, we're relying on them. So literally, let's get straight into it. Let's look at the table at the moment. Arsenal are currently 5th place with 54 points, level 1 points with Tottenham. Tottenham, the irrelevant Tottenham, the Tottenham team that all the super fans are telling me are no good, that they're done, they're washed, they're finished. Conte apparently is finished. They're literally level 1 points with Arsenal at the moment. West Ham are in 6th place with 51 points. And Man United are level with West Ham in 7th place with 51 points. So that is how the table's looking at the moment. If we scroll down a little bit, we can look at Brighton. They're currently 13th with 34 points. But the teams around them are not that far. I mean, Newcastle, with the business they done, with buying a couple of reinforcements in January, the things that the super fans are telling me you can't get done. Apparently, you can't buy anyone in January. It's hard to do business. Look at Newcastle. You know, in January, they were down near the relegation, and now they're 15th place with 31 points, 3 points away from Brighton. Then you got Brentford around them as well with 33 points, literally a point off Brighton. And Southampton are 2 points clear of Brighton in 12th place. So literally the table is very, very close with roughly about 10 to 9 games to be played. So literally we need to step it up. We need to step it up. We need to, you know, capitalize now. One thing that people giving Mikel Arteta praise was when we was going up against Watford and, you know, teams like Aston Villa was getting the points, was getting the job done. We need to continue to get the job done. Our rivals are closing in on us. We have to get the job done. And I don't want to hear no porcaria. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the youth project he wanted to go with. So now make it work. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. And if he's not happy with the squad that we've got, well, we shouldn't have got rid of our rotation. We shouldn't have got rid of Guendouzi, Aubameyang, etc., etc. You know? So that is what I want to see. We better get top 4. Or like Fuad said on this channel multiple times, yeah, the expectation is to get top 4 this season and then be in a title race next season. So if this guy doesn't get top 4, then I expect everyone, all the whole Arsenal fan base, to be in accordance that he needs to leave at the end of the season. He has to get top 4. We have been favourites the last couple of weeks to get top 4, and if he bottles it, he needs to leave. And it's literally as simple as that. Let's get into Brighton. Let's get into some of their results. Let's see what's been going on with Brighton recently. So Brighton, their last match against Norwich, they drew 0-0. They lost to Tottenham 2-0. Then before that, they lost to Liverpool 2-0. They lost to Newcastle 2-1. Before that, they lost to Aston Villa 2-0. And they lost to Burnley 3-0. and then they lost to Manchester United 2-0, and they lost to but they beat Watford 2-0. So they literally haven't had a win since February. Since the 12th of February, Brighton haven't had a win. Now, Man United, who else? Liverpool, Tottenham, you expect them to lose, But to be dropping points to Norwich, they should be getting points in that game. I know they got a draw, but they should be winning. Losing to Newcastle, a Newcastle team that not that long ago were in a relegation position. They lost 2-1. Aston Villa, cool. Aston Villa, for me, are a lot stronger. They got a stronger team. They got a stronger squad. Okay, I expect them to lose. But, to get slapped by Burnley 3-0, it's not excellent, is it? And but listen, I respect Graham Potter. I think he's a great manager. And you have to put it into context. Brighton are a team that spend a lot of money. Brighton are a team that have mega stars and superstars. And I do think Graham Potter is doing the best he can with them. Let's have a look at their stats at the moment. So far for Brighton, their highest goal scorer is Mopai with 8 goals. Then they have Matt Alistair with 4 goals. And then they got Trossard with 4 goals. For the assists, they got Pascal has got the most assists in the Brighton team with 3 assists. Then they've got Moda with 3 assists. And listen, it's not great. And they're there for the taking. In my opinion, Brighton are there for the taking. And I expect us to do the business. I expect us to go there and get the job done. I don't want to see anything less than Arsenal going there and getting the 3 points. But we've got a lot of problems. We've got a lot of problems. We still got Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is still out. Let's get the injury list out. Let's get the Arsenal injury list out. There we go. Right. So Thomas Partey looks like he's going to be out for a couple of weeks after his injury in the Crystal Palace game. It's a thigh injury. And who have we got? Who have we got to replace him? Who would you play? Would you play El Nene? I would go El Nene, and maybe it is time for Lokonga to step up. It is time. We don't have any other options. Our midfield is bare. We need El Nene and Lokonga to step up. And it's actually crazy that we're even in this position. We're in this position because of this manager. We shouldn't be. Arsenal Football Club should not be relying on Lokonga, and El Nene to get us, through the rest of the season. That shouldn't be happening. But that's what we've got to do. So Thomas Partey is going to be out for a couple of weeks. Then he's going to need some time to get into the game. We can't just throw him back in. We did that. This manager did that before. I remember him pushing Partey back onto the pitch and rushing him back from injury. I don't want to see that. If he's out, let him recover. Do not rush him back and aggravate another injury. And I think that's what led to Partey having, bad form for a long time, being rushed back from injury. So listen, we're not going to have Partey against Brighton. Tomiyasu, it looks like he's going to be back in a week or 2. So he's definitely ruled out with a shin and heel injury / calf. So he ain't going to be available. And so on the right-hand side, we're going to have to go for Cedric. Who we're going to play on the left-hand side? Pepe looks like he may be back. They're saying he may be back within, he's still got a virus. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know if it's coronavirus. I don't know if he's got the flu. I don't know the specifics in what he's got. But at the moment, he's not fully well. We need him against Brighton. We need attacking options. We lacked, Pepe, the way he plays, the way he can slap a goal, top bins randomly. Do you know what I mean? We need that. We need players like him, especially now in the crunch time of the season where we're now fighting, to get the top 4 position. So that's what we need. And any less, I'm not having it, because it's so funny now. I'm seeing on socials, people cried, Arsenal didn't do the business in January. It's funny, because when I was going at it with Fuad on this channel saying I was fuming with what we did in the January transfer window, you say, no, don't worry, wait till the summer, wait till the summer, wait till the summer, don't worry about it. I'll judge him in May. In May, we'll be able to go and get Champions League players. Champions League players, cool. You still need to get there. We weren't even the strongest. We weren't even the favourites to get in the top 4. We weren't even the favourites to get into the top 4 before the January transfer window. Then we go into the January transfer window and we weaken the squad. I mean, it's just not good enough. For me, it's not good enough. And literally, this manager, he better make it work. He has to make it work. We got Tierney out with a knee injury. Who we're going to play as a left back? Are we going to play Cedric as a left back and put Ben White as a right back? That's an option, and then play maybe Holding as a centre back, pairing up with Gabriel. We've got to look at the options because at the moment it ain't looking good. It really isn't looking good. I don't know. Last time we played Cedric as a left back, he wasn't convincing. So what are we going to do this time? It's oh my God. Honestly, we've got Mikel Arteta's got no one but himself to blame. No one but himself to blame. Don't let players go if you don't have inadequate players in rotation on the bench to bring on. And now we're stuck in this position, and I'm kind of done with it. Like it's just I don't even know. But Kieran Tierney's out for the whole season, so we're out without him. So listen, we're gonna have to do something. I think he's gonna have to put Cedric there, or Tavares has got to step up. I've been speaking. The players that we spent 150 million on have got to step up. I'm not talking about Ramsdale, but the rest of them need to step up. Tavares, he has to step up. We have no other choice. It's either play Tavares as left back or play Cedric there. And then we're going to have to put Ben White. But the problem with putting Ben White as right back, he's not very pacey. He's not going to overlap Saka on the right-hand side. He's not going to be able to be a player that Saka, if he's getting, if he's not being able to penetrate Brighton, he's not going to be somebody that you can play 1-2s to unlock the Brighton defence on the right-hand side. So that is the problem in playing Ben White on the right-hand side. It's not ideal, but it is what we've got. And what else can we do? I mean, it's just so funny to me that people only want to see all of this now. People only want to talk about these things now. People only want to say, oh, why didn't we be proactive in January? Why didn't we call for it when we was in January transfer window? Because I was shouting about it, saying, what is going on? Why are we resting on the laurels? Why are we not replacing players that we're letting go? Why is our midfield not being... We already knew the weakest position in our team was the midfield. We never strengthened. And now look at the situation that we're in. It's just not good enough. For me, it's just not good enough. But listen, it is what it is. That is what we've got, and we've got to make do with what we've got. I just find it, I just think it's crazy. For me, I just think it's absolutely crazy. But this manager's got to make it work. And when we look at the fixtures that we've got, the fixtures are piling up, and it's literally the worst time. It's the worst time to have some of these fixtures. I mean, let's have a look at our fixtures. Obviously, we've got Brighton. We've got Brighton on the 9th on Saturday. And then after that, we've got Southampton. That's not going to be an easy game. They're just above Brighton in the table. Then we've got Chelsea. And now people may laugh and say, oh, well, Chelsea got slapped up by Real Madrid. We're not Real Madrid. We don't have Benzema. Do you know what I mean? And trust me, they're gonna want to be on smoke against Arsenal. And we can clown and laugh about Lukaku and laugh about, Silva dropping a stinker and Azpilicueta and Alonso being past it and everything else that's going on with Chelsea, that's going wrong with Chelsea at the moment. But at the end of the day, do we have the players? Do we have the manager? Do we have the infrastructure to hurt them? I don't know. I don't think we do. But listen, time will tell. Then we've got Man United. That's not going to be an easy match. They've got players that can hurt us. If we defend the way that we defended if we defend against Man United the way we defended against Crystal Palace, they're going to hurt us. They've got individuals that can hurt us. Man United aren't great, but neither are we. They still got Ronaldo. They still got Sancho. They still got Rashford. They still got you've still got match winners. Who have we got? Do you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. And then we've got West Ham. And we know West Ham are a very good team. They got Antonio, they got Declan Rice, they got ballers, they got Souček, they got players. I mean, Leeds, we should be beating Leeds. We should be beating Leeds. And then we've got Tottenham in the North London derby, and we don't tend to do well at White Hart Lane. We tend to beat Tottenham when they come to the Emirates, but when we go away to them, we don't tend to do that well. So what's going to happen there? You know, Conte ain't no mug. It is what it is. Then we've got Newcastle and Everton. So we've got a lot of tough games. We've got a lot of tough games coming up. And listen, I don't even know. But we're going to have to do something. The midfield, I mean, it's just piss poor. I mean, if we play Elneny and Lokonga, who have we got on the bench as rotation for the midfielders? Who have we got? We've got what? Charlie Patino? Who are we going to bring off the bench? You know, and this was always a situation that we were always 1 or 2 injuries away from being literally paper thin because we don't have rotation. Even our starting lineup ain't ideal. I mean, starting with Xhaka isn't great. Thomas Partey, yeah, he didn't have a great game against Crystal Palace, but we don't have an adequate replacement for Thomas Partey. You know, you either play Xhaka, that, you know, always could either drop a stinker or not really affect the match at all. Then you've got Elneny, that's limited, or you've got Lokonga, that is young, and what we've seen of him against Nottingham Forest isn't good enough. It literally isn't good enough. So what are we going to do, people? What are we going to do? Because I don't really know at this moment in time what we're going to do. You know, and it's just the shambles. I mean, yeah, we've got Emil Smith-Rowe and Odegaard that can play the number 10, but when you know the midfielders behind them, it's shocking, absolutely shocking. And this is why when I was seeing super fans going, "Oh, we're the favourites to top 4," I never ever said we're favourites to top 4 because I always knew that this squad isn't good enough. I knew that these players aren't good enough, and even the players that have been brought in, they're players that need time. They're players that need time. Some of them I don't rate. But they're not ready. Ben White, I mean, we got him from Brighton. He ain't good enough. Then we've got Lokonga. He ain't good enough from what we've seen. Then we've got Tavares. He's shown that he's not ready. He's not ready for the Premier League. You know, he's a fullback that can only attack. Then for me, he's more a winger than a fullback. He literally defensively, he's shocking. His defensive awareness is absolutely shocking. And this is the left back that we're left with. Then I had some people say, "Oh, but who else are we going to play? Oh, we shouldn't play him. He's not defensively solid." Then why did we buy him? If he can't do the job, if he's not adequate enough for the job, why did we buy him? Honestly, it's absolutely shocking. But it is what it is. But I tell you what, the manager that these people said wasn't good enough. The manager that, "Oh, good evening. Oh, he's a clown. Oh, he lost the dressing room, even though he got 2 points off of 4th place." Yeah, that manager just went and slapped Bayern Munich. That manager went and slapped Bayern Munich. Well, they won 1-0, but they should have won 3-4-0. Villarreal, what a performance once again. Yeah, overachieving. They've been overachieving since Unai Emery's been there. Winning the Europa League, the first trophy that clubs ever won in their history, yeah, with a team that's worth a fraction of the team that we've got in terms of value, in terms of what we've paid. And look at them. No superstars, but look how great they're doing. To be honest, that Villarreal side has got Premier League dubs. Like these Premier League players that were never good enough in the Premier League. Moreno, Foyth, Aurier. Who else are they? Coquelin. That chip from Coquelin, all my days. Literally, Bayern Munich was so lucky that he was just a fraction offside. The way he chipped Neuer, oh my God, that would have been a sexy goal if it stood. They had all the chances. They went up against Bayern Munich. Fuad always comes to me and says, "Oh, it's about money, it's about that." Really? So how come Unai Emery is able to outclass Man United to win the Europa League? How come Unai Emery, with a team with Capoue, Lo Celso, Chigueros, Parejo, flipping, who else have they got here? Chukwueze, you know what I mean? Alcacer, flipping Coquelin, Capoue. You know what I mean? Capoue looked like flipping prime Busquets yesterday. Like, what was going on? Like, Coquelin, bruv, oh my God. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how are they able to perform like that and overachieve and beat a Bayern Munich side? But yet we can't even beat teams like Nottingham Forest, teams like Crystal Palace. Like, honestly, like this manager, Unai Emery, was heavily disrespected. I don't care if anyone's got to tell me. Do you know what I'm saying? And if I would have known that we would have got Arteta instead of in replacement of Unai Emery, I would have kept Unai Emery on. Look at what he's doing, man. He was hella disrespected in this country. Hella disrespected. And look at what he's doing, man. Literally, they could have won 3 or 4. They hit the post like twice. Literally, Bayern Munich was so lucky. They should have got slapped yesterday. 3 or 4-0 easily. Do you know what I mean? But all the super fans will say that mikel Arteta is the best next thing. He's the one. He's Pep's prodigy. Really, would he have done that to Bayern Munich if he was the manager of Villarreal? Yeah, he couldn't even do it with Arsenal. Most people would say Arsenal got a better squad. That is what you call a tactician. That is what you call a proper manager. That is what you call a proper manager. Not the manager that we got. Hold on, let me put the light on. Put the light a little bit dark in it. Hold on, people. Let me put the light on there. Right. So, listen, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But take it from all the super fans. I mean, they're the ones that know, innit? They're the ones that know. All the super fans lauding this guy up like he's the next savior. Do you know what I mean? And he's not. Like, he's not good enough. And it's as simple as that. Like, Arteta ain't good enough. And if he doesn't get top 4, I want him gone. I just think it's so funny, yeah? When it's fashionable, they all want to be Arteta. They want to be Arteta out or critique him. But when I critique him, when I can see things already going, when I can see that Ben White can't defend properly, when I can see that Tavares can't defend properly, when I can see that, you know, as a team, we're not consistent. We don't play a consistent style of football. When I see that in January transfer window, we never went in for anyone. We didn't get the business done, and we're going to be short. I remember sitting there saying to Fuad, this 10 or 12 game run, I can't remember when it was the last time I spoke to Fuad. I remember saying to him, I was like, yo, bro, you see that run, yeah? You see that little run? There's going to be matches. I'm telling you right now, you're going to miss Aubameyang. There's going to be matches, yeah, that you're going to see that the fact that we don't have an informed striker, you're going to see. But he was coming up with his pucaria. No. Wait till the summer. We're going to get top 4. Once we get top 4, you still need to get there. It's ridiculous. Let me get into some of the comments. Let me get into some of you guys' comments. Let's get into some of the comments. Northside, big up. 3 points is a must against Brighton. Anything less is a disaster. Northside, Arsenal midfield is like a bagel, nothing in the middle. Exactly, caramba. That's what I'm talking about. Craig, all right, that was to the chat. Partey Tierney out is worrying. It is, especially Thomas Partey, because we don't have rotation. We can play Cedric on the left, like I said. You know, we could even play, you know, Ben White on the left. Both of them they don't really play left back, but we could adjust. You know what I'm saying? But and obviously we still got Tavares, even though he's dead, and I want him to go back to Benfica. We still got that. What is the replacement for Thomas Partey? El Nene and Xhaka. Like, come on, man. Leave me out, man. Love Studio. Big up, bro. Thank you so much. I'm trying to improve it, bro. I'm trying to improve it so you lot have a better viewing experience. I got more trophies on the way, people. Got more trophies on the way. But I got the Ballon d'Or, obviously. I've got a couple more trophies, but I'm waiting on Amazon to deliver it. It's coming from China, the China virus. You know, then we're there. But yeah, no offense. But yeah, big up my G Northside. With Partey and Tierney out, does this damage the squad in general? Because you can't surely rely on youngsters, hence why we didn't buy in Jan a midfielder or a striker. Of course it damages the squad, bro. Of course it does. Of course. Because now we're relying on youngsters. And like we've already said, youngsters are going to be, they're going to be up and down because they're still learning their trade. And this is why I never bought into this youth project. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is why I just don't have it. Like, it's ridiculous, how people only want to get onto certain things because it's fashionable. Now it's fashionable to get onto what we did in January. Why didn't we critique it when we could have actually made ourselves heard to the club and say, we're not happy with this. We've got a great chance of getting Champions League football if we strengthen, and that is what we're demanding. But no, people are complacent and only want to be reactive instead of proactive. The fan base are literally just reflect what the club is, complacent with failure, complacent. They only want to start screaming up and being up in arms when it suits them, when it's popular. You know what I mean? So I don't care about popularity. I don't care about none of that. I care about my football club winning trophies, which is why I've ordered trophies from Amazon. So some of the fan base, if they do check onto my small platform, they can see that it's about trophies. Yeah, it's about trophies. I know this is an individual award. Yeah, but that's what it's about. It's about Ballon d'Ors. We want our players to get Ballon d'Ors. We want to win Champions League. We want to win the Premier League. We want to be winners. That is what it's about. Big up Northside, quality content as always. Try to send you a super chat. Didn't see the option, bro. I need to talk to Thingy, man. I still ain't got that set up, man. I don't know how to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. After this video, I ain't got really nothing else to do. After this video, I'll make sure that I can do super chats. Yeah, I'll allow people to start doing super chats, bro. I don't even know how to set it up. I'm gonna have to talk to Gracie May. But listen, thank you for the support. Thank you for always tuning in. And anyone that's tuning in now, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you're always notified every time we drop a video. But yeah, man, let's get into more of what you guys think. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think the score's going to be against Brighton? Do you think we're going to win? I think we're going to win. But let's see how it goes, man. Because I said we're going to draw against Crystal Palace, and look at that Bukaria performance that we saw. It's ridiculous. Shout out Northside. Lee stream acting up. Rat Army is annoyed. What's going on with Lee, man? What's going on with Lee? Is it StreamYard? Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, let me know. I don't know. Obviously, I'm doing this, but yeah, let me know what's going on with Lee's stream, man. What's going on? Like, is it cutting out or something? I know you said that there was been some problems on StreamYard. I use StreamYard as well, but so far I'm not really seeing any problems. But yeah. Big up this chat. Hit the likes. Yeah, make sure you hit the likes, people. Liking the new setup, Northside, my G. Thank you, people. Thank you. We're doing more. We're doing more to it. So I'm going to be doing more. I'm going to be putting the trophies up here. Yeah, I'll be putting the trophies up here on shelves. And yeah, indirectly showing people what football's about: winning trophies, being the best. Yeah, it's a competition. Yeah, not the egg and spoon race at school. It's about winning. And for me, it's just like, I just feel like at the end of the day, we only got ourselves to blame, yeah? Because this ownership that we've got right now, yeah? The ownership, I'm going to read that comment out in a minute. The ownership that we've got right now are content. They are more than happy to keep feeding us this crap, yeah? Because when I went to the protest, yeah, to get the cronkies out, no one wanted to get the cronkies out. People, some of these Artetaans want to slag off, say this, I don't like Edu, I don't know. Who put Edu in position? The cronkies. The Cronkies don't want to get Champions League. If we get Champions League, then they're going to have to spend more money because we're now going to have to compete with Champions League level players. How much do you get for getting in the Champions League? What, 40, 50 mil? Cool. Then you've got to use that 50 mil and more because now you're competing against the best in the world. Now you compete against Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. That's more money. They don't want to pay. They don't want to spend more money. They don't want to spend more money. Why do they need to spend more money if the Arsenal fan base will still buy season tickets? Even though we're in no European competition, which is a disgrace, they will still buy merchandise. Anytime we see flipping Ian Wright coming out with new merchandise or an ex-player lauding up Arteta as the next best thing, they all buy it up. Do you know what I mean? It's incredible to me how this fan base, the only time I saw this fan base come together was about the Super League, yeah? Well, where's that energy now? Because we still got the same ownership. These cronkies, yeah, they wanted us to go to the Super League. Because they wanted to get the money from the Super League. They don't care about football and the integrity of football. They don't give a crap. All they want is money. And it shows because we see the ownership at Arsenal. We see it at Liverpool. We see it at Man United. All three are owned by Americans. We see they run in the exact same way. The only difference with Liverpool is that they've got a world-class manager. And that is what saves their ass. I just don't understand the Bukaria. Like, I don't understand it. Like, people need to raise up their standards. This club, yeah, most of the supporters grew up seeing winners. And even that generation, some of them are even older than me, feeding me this crap. Bro, this ownership, yeah? This ownership, you already know, yeah? When we were able, there was once upon a time, we were able to get Klopp. We were able to get Guardiola. We held on to Wenger too long. We could have attracted them to the club if we showed the right ambition. And anyone that tells me we can't, well, how come Tottenham are able to attract Conte? Are they a bigger club than Arsenal? Are they more ambitious than us? Are they historically bigger than us? Do they spend as much money as we do? No. So how can they get a world-class manager? Because obviously they told Conte what he wants to hear. Now, if they're gonna fall, if Daniel Levy is gonna fall through with that, I don't think he is, because he's on filo da puta. He's a liar. Do you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, we hung on to Wenger too long. Why? Because with Wenger, the Cronkies knew the heat was on Wenger. The heat wasn't on them. Yeah, oh, Wenger's washed, and he was washed. Yeah, the heat was on them. Then we get Unai Emery. Yeah, oh, well, good evening and all this. Yeah, everyone's distracted. All these super fans distracted from the main focus, which is the leadership at this club. The ownership of this club is not built to win. And that's one thing I do respect about Abramovich. He went to Chelsea and he kept the standards. And anyone that drops the standard, whether manager, whether player or anything, out, get out the club. It's about winning. As much as he's pumped money, he kept the standards up there. You know what I mean? He could have won the Premier League and won the Champions League and just rested on his laurels and said, well, that's it. Well, I don't need anything anymore. I'm going to live off the fact that that I've won the Champions League once, or that I've won the Premier League twice. I'm just going to sit back now and kick back. And he didn't. He didn't. And I respect that. But our owners hid behind Wenger, hid behind Emery, and now they're hiding behind Arteta. Yeah? Someone put a great comment in the other day. They said they didn't want, the ownership didn't want for, the ownership didn't want Patrick Vieira coming here because he's a club legend, and they know the heat would be on them because the fan base will turn more against them than on Patrick Vieira. It is ridiculous, man. It is ridiculous. Get the Cronkies out of this club. I want owners that care about winning, that care about the history of this club. This club has been, since the 1930s, when we first won our first league title, it's been about winning league titles, not about coming fourth. That's why I don't care about coming fourth, too tough. But when I see capitulations like Crystal Palace, it's an absolute bucaria. Do you know what I mean? And these ownerships podem tomar no cu. That's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say. You can get it done. Say, for example, if you went Juventus and say, offer 70 mil for striker and say they reject you, have bid more problem is Cronkies just give up. This is what I'm saying. They don't need to, bro. They don't need to. When they can sell you an Odegaard and say, oh, trust the process, Odegaard's going to come good, when really and truly he was dead wood from Real Madrid, why do they need to go and buy superstars? Do you know what I'm saying? When the fans come out and do the work for them, every time you ask more of this club, what do super fans come out and say? Oh, we can't compete. We can't compete with Bayern Munich. We can't compete with Man City, not knowing that we are the third highest spenders in this league in the last 5 years. We spent $500 million since Arsene Wenger's left. But yet these people are telling me that we can't compete financially. Really? So how did Leicester win the league? How the hell did Tottenham get to the Champions League final? Because both of these teams don't even spend as much as us. And they overachieved in those seasons. Yes, Tottenham didn't win the Champions League. They still overachieved. How the hell is Unai Emery? How the hell is Unai Emery being able to compete with Manchester United in the Europa League final? How is he able to compete and slap up Bayern Munich? Bayern Munich, you know. Let that sink in. Bayern Munich he's outdoing. With dead wood like Capoue and Coquelin and Foyth, yeah? Man like that. And he's been able to duppy Bayern Munich. Now, it's only the first leg, but he still beat them. He still beat them. And that's why, for me, the most important person in this whole process and BS that these positive fans try to come out with is the managerial appointment. If you are run with the self-sustaining, it's the managerial appointment. But these fans, yeah, they only want to react after a loss, yeah? They only want to react. And then if we beat Brighton, I'm telling you right now, everyone that's cussing off the January transfer window, saying that Mikel Arteta is to blame for the performance as well against Crystal Palace, they will all flip, yeah? Because they're all the same bucaria that they spew out. They'll all flip, and all of a sudden, Mikel Arteta in, yeah, Mikel Arteta in. We've got our Arsenal back, yeah. The players are now fighting for him. Oh, Saka's fighting for him. Oh, Odegaard's fighting for him. They don't keep the same energy. Do you know what I mean? And that's what, and the club knows that. The club know that. Every time we're in a calamity, what does this club like to do? Throw out some merchandise. Oh, let's get some extra merch in. Oh, let's get right here. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. Always diverging the blame and, oh, since this XG and that XG, and if you don't count the first 3 games or 2 games of the season, our points difference, we collected the same amount of points as Man City or Liverpool or some BS like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this fan base continue with the same bucaria, and I'm sick and tired of the same merda all the time. It's time to raise the standards, man. It's time to demand. I hate one of the stupid arguments I always get. Oh, but we got to start somewhere, Northside. Really? We start what? Since flipping 2004, I ain't seen us win a major honour. Since 04. It's coming up 19 years. Are you mad? But people now, they move the goalposts. That's what Arteta ends like to do. Move the goalposts. Oh no. We're only going to judge you, yeah, the process, yeah, for the last 3 years. No, I, as a supporter, have been waiting for 18 years. And along that line, along these 18 years, I've seen Arsene Wenger come up with we're going to get Jenkinson. You remember Jenkinson? We're going to get Gibbs. We're going to get Ramsey. We're going to get Wilshere. We're going to get Walcott. They're all Project Youth, yeah? What happened to that? What happened to that Project Youth? Do you remember when Arsene Wenger was like this, with all of them signing their contracts, and he's looking at the camera? Oh, look at this. Look at what Arsenal are building. It led to nothing, yeah? Do you remember when we had the little Project Youth, when we had flipping Fabregas and that generation and Van Persie and all them? What did that lead to? What did that lead to? Apart from those players leaving, going to clubs that actually want to be the best and compete now, not a project for 5, 6, 7 years, yeah? When this manager ain't even going to be here, yeah? They want to compete now, and they won elsewhere. I've seen this story so many times, which is why, yeah, I never get deceived. When we went on that little run of winning few matches, I never got gassed. I've seen this. I've seen us go on runs every time we screwed up the season. Do you know what I'm saying? The mentality, I heard Pogba come out the other day. Pogba come out and said, he goes, I don't know if I'm going to sign. Something about him not knowing if he's going to sign on to Manchester United because the season's already over. They got nothing else to fight for. They're not going to win the league. They're not winning the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, and they're not winning the Champions League. So the season's over. And that is how it is. It's not about, the top 4 race and all this. Sky Sports News, yeah, I'm going to say this now. Sky Sports News, yeah, hold your head in shame. Back in the day, when I used to watch football, yeah, it wasn't about, top 4 race and all this crap. That only started coming after Arsene Wenger, yeah? Arsene Wenger came up with that diarrhea out of his mouth saying, top 4 is a trophy, yeah? I remember when I used to watch back in the day, when I used to put the music, it's a beautiful day, don't let it get away, it's a beautiful day. When they used to play that, yeah, the conversation was always about showing the highlights of the matches, yeah, and then they talk about who's gonna win the league, yeah. There was only one race, and that was to win the league, and that is it. No top 4, not top 6, no top 3, no, none of that. Who's going to get relegated and who's going to win the league? That is it. Those 2 conversations. That is it. But now it's about, top 6. The top 4's now the top 6. Yeah? What is it? Give it a couple more years with these fans like this that are soft, that don't realize sport is about winning. I always say this, yeah? When people say, sport's not about winning. It's not about winning. Why are you so negative? Okay, cool. So why do you like Mike Tyson? Because he was a winner in his sport. Why do you like Muhammad Ali? Why do you like Serena's and the Venus? Is it Venus? Sisters. You know the tennis. You already know what I'm talking about. Why do you like Michael Jordan? Yeah. Why do you like Michael Jordan for? Why do you like Messi? Why do you like Ronaldo? Why do you like Pele, Maradona? Everyone in the sporting realm, no matter what sport it is, yeah. Everybody always wants to big up and laud up and emulate and love and have pictures and posters of the walls of people in sport that win trophies, because that is what it's about. How many people, yeah, care about the 4th best team in basketball, the 4th best team in, I don't know, in flipping in tennis, the 4th best tennis player? No one cares, man. No one cares. Do you know what I'm saying? Would Michael Jordan have Jordans that now everyone wants to wear? Would Michael Jordan have that if he was just the 4th best? Or the 5th best, or the 6th best, or the 8th best? No, he was number 1. Do you get what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. And it's the same people saying, is yours gold? Is yours gold? Is yours gold? Yeah, is yours gold? Do I care, bro? It still equals 1 trophy. It still equals 1 Premier League. Yeah, it's a great achievement. It's an achievement that was achieved 18 years ago. What about now? What have you done for me lately? Who cares? Who cares? Honestly, who cares? I do not care. like for me, like this fan base got to raise their standards, man. Got to raise their standards. But you lot in the chat, big up to you lot in the chat, because you lot in the chat, yeah, some real ones, and you lot know that this is some pucaria, and this was always going to happen. So big up to you lot, man, and make sure you like and subscribe. Big up to you lot, man. Real talk, man. Big up Northside. Are you confident today? Am I confident about? Do you mean about Brighton? I'm not confident. After that capitulation, we should be beating them on paper, but football's not played on paper. And after that capitulation, boy, that was the worst. We're literally coming up against Brighton after the worst performance of the season for me. That was worse than Everton. That was worse than Everton to me. That was absolutely disgraceful, which is why I was fuming after the match. So, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got a special guest. We got Gracie in the building. How you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good. I've literally just got in from band practice, but I'm here. I'm late, but we're good. We're good.
No worries, man. No worries. No worries. Listen, what are you thinking? What are you thinking right now? Villarreal beaten Bayern Munich.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We got rid of the guy. We got rid of the guy, and look what Villarreal were doing, and players going to Villarreal are winning trophies at the end of the day, like Emery said, and we're investing so much time in this manager when we threw away a decent manager to get stuck here. So it says it all really. And we're in a sticky situation for Saturday, squad wise. So it's going to be interesting to see what excuses come out this week.
Yeah. I mean, Unai Emery, that's got a lot of duds in the Premier League. I mean, Capoue, he had Coughlin, he had Foyth. I mean, look at the players that he had. He didn't need a whole process. He didn't need 101 players. He didn't need £500 million spent before we can see a style of play. And he really was disrespected. And I felt like if he manages Gracie to win the Champions League, I want to see what his fan base have to say.
Yeah. There's no excuses anymore. There's no running. And do you know what? If we win, everything that happened against Crystal Palace will be forgotten. It will. It's typical. And do you know what? You can really, really see now, and I know a lot has come out by past Arsenal players in the past week, fighting back against the Arteta haters, saying he's the one, he's going to do it. But where's the evidence of that? I don't want to wait 18 years. I'm nearly 17 for crying out loud, and I've only ever seen FA Cups. Like, come on. I haven't even seen that in my lifetime, and that's just sad, really. And a lot of fans haven't these days, and it has to be. We have to see a system that we can believe in, really believe in, not just PR. Like, for it to work, there has to be something said that is like, right, no, this is the guy.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that. We're knocked out of every cup. We're not in Europe. We're currently sitting in the Premier League. Yeah, we're fifth, but it's not going to last forever. Serious injuries are going to leave us short now for the next few games. And whose fault is that? It's not the players that got injuries. We've got no backups because we didn't do the business in January. So now, because of January, like we said, everything's messed up because of injuries, and there's no decent player that we can rely on to play left back or up front.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I was just discussing saying that we either pay Ben White on the right and put Cedric on the left, but we've played Cedric before on the left and he was shocking. And then if you put Ben White on the right hand side, he's not really, unlike Cedric, he's not going to overlap Saka and give him an option and an outlet on the right hand side to whip in the ball. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He hasn't got pace, and I mean, defensively, he's shocking as well. But do you know what I mean? So we lose the work rate on the right and the good work that Cedric was doing alongside Saka. I mean, barring the Crystal Palace match. But do you know what I mean? And then on the left-hand side, then you're going to put in Cedric on the left that doesn't play on the left. He's a right fullback. And then what kind of performance is he going to have? Is he going to be as bad as Tavares? Or would you put Tavares there that loves to bomb forward, but defensively shocking and leaves gaps in the defense? I mean, what would you go with?
I think I think I was on Tuesday with Jez and Dell on my channel, and I think we were saying about moving Saka to like a left wing back position and doing it that way. But I don't want to play Tavares, and I know deep down we all know he's going to play. Arteta's not going to take a risk like moving around players into different positions where they've played before, and you think they can do a good job.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're in big trouble. I'm sorry, Tavares is not cutting it. It's plain and simple, not cutting it. And you can't rely on a player that young to do what he's asking him to do, because he plays him and then he'll take him off and say, "No, you're not good enough." And he'll play him and he'll play him and he'll play him and he'll play him, and he's clearly not improved at all since he's been with us. Let's be fair. I haven't seen any defensive improvements. So what is he doing? You can't rely on a kid to, like, if you're at the end of, I think Lee was saying this, if you're at the end of your career and the boss was asking you to do that, fair enough. But putting a kid in that position saying, "Oh, I need you to do this, I'm relying on you," and when he can't cut it, knowing full well he can't cut it, it just ruins a player, and there goes the confidence and etc. etc. And we're still in a massive problem. So my advice, don't play Tavares, switch up the team a bit, bench Laka, put Martinelli up front, have Pepe, Saka, Smith Rowe, Odegaard. Maybe even put in Odegaard a bit deeper in defence if you have to. And then hopefully, that seems to me, that seems like a threat more than what we have now, having like that youth up front. That's dangerous, and I really think Martinelli can do that job.
Yeah, I mean, and this is why, I didn't like the way we spent 150 million, because when you actually go through the players brought, Lokonga's not ready, Tavares is not ready, Ben White is not ready. The only one that's actually ready, I mean, Tomiyasu's been up and down. He's had some good performances. I will give him that. He had some good performances this season, but he's had other performances that he has been outdone. So he's a bit up and down. And then you've got Ramsdale. That's not good enough, Gracie. That is shocking. And especially, you're going to bring in players, that people are now telling me, now all these fans are telling me, oh, well, they need to be loaned out. Okay, so they need to be loaned out for experience. So you're bringing in players that need to be loaned out, but why are they not? That don't make no sense. You loaned out Saliba because he needs experience and he's too young, but then you're bringing in players at the exact same level. How does that make any sense?
Yeah, and I've just seen here, we've got another big problem because it looks like Partey's out as well because he has a muscle injury. So
he's out for.
What are we going to do? We can't rely on Lokonga. He's good, but he's not good enough. What are we going to do? What are we going? We can't pull some kids out of Hale End and be like, "No, you're going to play in the North London derby. You need to perform." Not going to happen. So we're in a poor place right now, and soon as things started to look rosy, we saw through it and we predicted exactly what was going to happen, and here we are.
Exactly, here we are.
It's painful.
Be excited.
Be happy, people. Come on, be happy, be excited. All is well. All is well. Yep, according to Fuad and all the Arteta sexuals out there. Well, we're winning the Champions League next year, so be excited. Even though we're not getting into the Champions League, but we're going to win it anyway. So don't worry. Don't worry, anyone. All will be well. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I mean, are you confident today, Saturday? I mean, because I can't see us beating Chelsea and Man U. Listen, these positive Arteta fans, they'll tell you that Chelsea are done, are washed. Tuchel's washed. Man United are washed.
Funny after the scoreline against Real Madrid in the first leg, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're so washed.
But my point is, we ain't got Benzema. We ain't got a good team. We've got a lot of injuries. We don't have a better man-for-man squad. Our midfield is shambolic. Even when we didn't have all these injuries. I mean, the fact that we're even starting Xhaka at this club we're still going with Xhaka alongside Partey. I already knew we're going to get slapped up going against Chelsea or Man United, no matter what's going on with their club. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Speaking of the devil, his his ears must have been burning.
Look here, what's good by people? Look here, I'll get to that comment. I'll get to that comment. We're looking like we be fucked FC with these injuries. But it was always gonna happen. We're always gonna get at least one injury.
Inevitable.
Would you sign a free agent left back? To be honest with you, no, I wouldn't, because what's gonna happen is it'll be another Kolasinac. We'll sign him on £120,000, and then we'll be having to let him go for free, and he'll just be there burning a hole in our pocket. I think people forget that wages, are still part of your expenditure of the club. And wages, you pay a lot in wages. You know, you can have a player on 10 mil, 20 mil a year. Like, nah, I'm just not on that. We've gone down that route. It hasn't worked. We've bought Willian, we've bought David Luiz, we've bought Kolasinac. It hasn't worked, that route. So for me, nah. If he doesn't get top 4, let him burn, let him die, let him fall on his sword.
Don't get me wrong. Go somewhere else. I'm in Arteta. I'm talking about here. Go somewhere else. Learn your trade. You know, you can be a good manager, but not right now. Not in the situation where you're learning on the job. I've no doubt that one day he might be a good manager, but I haven't got time for that right now. You know what I mean? Arsenal in a situation, and we need that person to pull us out. But go somewhere else. Don't learn your trade. Do what you did with Pep again, but be manager this time, and see where it leads you. You don't have to. He's taking the biggest option straight away just because it was there. He's not going to say no. Arsenal Football Club are approaching you to be manager as your first job. You're not going to say no, are you?
No, 100%, 100%. I mean, we've got Maloney saying we're going to have to go with 5 at the back. Only way Tavares fits in. Is that what you were alluding at, Gracie, when you said, to put in Tavares, etc.? Do you think he might go with 5 at the back?
I mean, it's possible, and it's probably the only way that it will happen, because we're not going to take any bigger risk than that to switch it up a little bit, are we?
Yeah.
And you know what? This is the problem, because we have injuries. Because we don't have any backups, Arteta have been running them into the ground, and this is what happens. They get hurt.
We don't really play 5 at the back, and I'm not convinced that these players now at the crunch end of the season are going to be able to do 5 at the back convincingly, especially against Brighton, where we need to attack. You know, I don't think that 5 at the back is a defensive setup, because
you can still attack with 5 at the back. Like,
exactly,
we have to be aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think it's a defensive setup, but it's definitely a tactic that you need to know how to play it. Like, Conte went to Tottenham, tried to do the same thing with them, and it takes time to learn that kind of formation, because everyone needs to know what they're doing, especially the fullbacks. So they need to know, as a wing back, you need to know what you're doing, when to defend, when to attack, or you're going to expose the defense. So I don't know, bro. I don't know, Gracie. I don't see these players. I mean, he's struggling to get them to play the flipping formation we're playing now.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, it's so difficult, because we have to. That's a key role for us, So it's either you switch it up completely, hurt some feelings, and bench some people, or we suck it up and we could lose. We'll see a performance like we did against Crystal Palace, because it's flat. Tierney brings that drive. He brings that, like, when you see Tierney running. He's running, and you're going to try to create something, because you can count on him to whip in across in the box at least. At least, and that's what we were missing against Palace. We were missing the cutting edge, as well as other things. Don't get me wrong, but we were missing that cutting edge, like, drive and that push. Because Tierney, to me, he's a true captain. He drives the team forward. He gets them riled up. Not like Lacazette does. So. Yeah, we're in trouble. I'm still confident against Brighton. I'm just thinking ahead, because we haven't got some of these people still for a while. Or if Tomiyasu's fit, which I still don't think he is, and he won't make a return till after Southampton, you put Cedric at left back and you play Tomiyasu or something. It's it's tricky, very tricky.
Sorry, is there any free agent left backs till the end of the season? I mean, unless we can get them to the end of the season, then yeah, I get what you're saying. But this is supposed to be Arteta's rebuild. Well, why are we having to do this? Do you know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. I mean, I get why you're saying that. That can do the job to the end of the season. Cedric at left back, crying emoji. Shame we can't bring back Torreira till the end of the season. I don't think we're going to get top 4. I think we will lose Chelsea and Man United. Could Unai Emery win the Champions League? I'd love him to win the Champions League.
I think he could, but it's tricky with the teams that are left, and you saw the performance against Bayern. I see a good team. When I saw them win the Europa League, I watched that game, and it's strong. It's strong, and his tactics are good. They are really good, and he's just good. And we missed one there, big time.
Yeah. That's what a tactician looks like.
A real one.
Anything less than 3 points Saturday, and I'm going back to my old ways. Arteta is a fraud. We'll get top 4. Stop panicking.
I'm not panicking, bro. I would prefer to win a trophy than to rot away in the Champions League for a free hit for other teams. And what's the only benefit? What, are we going to bring in some players? Probably not, because the top of our management system's broken as well. So with all this extra money, are we even going to spend it? There we go. I'd rather not. Thanks.
There we go. Congratulations on monetized. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Like, people, make sure you go like and subscribe to Gracie May's channel. Make sure you go and support her. Do you know what I mean? She's halfway there.
Halfway, bro. I'm halfway. I also want to give a mention to Jez here, because he's actually set up his own channel. I gave him a hand, and it's all set up, and his first video's out. It's brilliant. If you haven't seen it, you should check out. It's all Arsenal, the history, and more. And I'll be making an appearance at some point, and it's going to be great. All about the history. So if you're into that, make sure you check that out as well.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. People, make sure you go and subscribe. What's his channel name? What's it?
It's Arsenal, the history, and more.
Oh, Arsenal, the history, and more.
Yeah.
He fell into the peer pressure. Yeah,
to make a channel. He's on it, and he's nearly on 300 subscribers, and it's only been out a day, people, and his video's nearly on 700 views. So big up to him. I've been helping him set it up for the past 2 days. I set it all up, and it's good. It's going to be great.
Yeah, big up to him, man. I definitely get him on the platform. Now he's got a channel. Now I can plug it when he comes in.
100%. Yeah, it's good. He's dropped his first video, and it's brilliant already. So stay tuned, people, because there's a lot more coming with that.
That's it. Where can I donate a super chat? I'm gonna need Gracie after this video, if she got 5 minutes, to help me set it all up, because
100%. I got you. Don't worry.
I don't know how to do any of this.
It's so simple. You're gonna hate yourself after. I promise. It's so simple.
But yeah, that. But thing is, why do you need to buy superstars? Emery can compete, mate. He beat Bayern, a team who we lost 10-2. We should have kept Emery. Seriously, Arteta out. Seriously, we have 5 goals away from same goals. Conceded. You're talking about. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's not about superstars, because Man United have gone the superstar route, and what's it done with them? They've gone for the Cavani's, and they've gone for Ronaldo's and Pogba's and stuff, and it ain't worked, because you need to build a team.
They're a team of individuals. That's the problem. It's always because Ronaldo is Ronaldo. It's pass to him, he'll do the business, and it puts. I think it would put me down if I was in a team thinking, well, this guy's going to get all the glory and I'm going to get nothing. I'm just a player.
Just a
So
backup dancer.
yeah, that's the one. It's just a backup dancer, sitting in the background, just laying it off to Ronaldo to get a good tap in. But you've done all the work. So don't get me wrong. Ronaldo is a brilliant player, but I think he's gone to United to retire, and it's not going great. Not going great.
Nah, 100% Gracie. And you know what? I already saw it for Portugal. So when he plays for Portugal, João Felix, sometimes he's in a better position, or Jota's in a better position, or Bernardo Silva. But because the team always has to focus on Ronaldo, and okay, 9 times out of 10 he does deliver, but sometimes he doesn't. You know, against Macedonia, it wasn't Ronaldo that got us through. You know, it was Bruno Fernandes. And this is the thing. Ronaldo is a gift and a curse sometimes, because when he's prime Ronaldo, it's excellent. When he's a Ronaldo that was winning, back-to-back Champions Leagues and stuff, that's great. But this Ronaldo is not on the same level as Ronaldo 5, 6, 7 years ago. And
don't get me wrong, he's peak of his fitness though. He's peak of his fitness. He's still fit and he can still do the things. It's just not working in Man United because of the players surrounding them. They don't gel well together.
But then also the other players, that sometimes are in a better position to score, they always have to give it to him. Otherwise, he'll throw a hissy fit. Do you know what I mean? And then you don't get that natural flow. Like when you look at Man City, when you look at Liverpool, anyone can score. No one has a divine right to have the ball. I know sometimes Salah may throw a fit, or you get the odd one. I know they're just competitive, but at the same time, if they see a partner that's in a better position, they'll pass it. Where Ronaldo, he wants to be the star. He wants to be the man always scoring. And when it works, it's good. But then when you don't win, you're like, look at that chance. That player was in a better position. Look at that chance. Yeah. You had a fullback overlap. Why didn't you pass it? Why are you shooting from range? And this is the frustration for Ronaldo. So I get the comment.
You can see why it's a one-man band as well, because you remember when he slammed his armband on the floor and walked off in a hissy fit because
Well.
it's the same old story. He pulled a Xhaka there.
Exactly. Can Chelsea go through? Did you watch? I watched the highlights. Did you watch the highlights or the match?
No, to be honest, I only found out because I was at band and we've got a mixed match of football fans, which is always quite interesting. And they're rubbing it in my face. So that's how I found out. I'm sure I'll come across it, but I mean the scoreline speaks all really.
Yeah, I mean, everything that Chelsea's always been under Tuchel has been defensively solid. They don't score a lot of goals, but Lukaku missed the chance. I mean, I think Azpilicueta had one, Top Bin's got a shot that was saved. And the fullbacks, even Reece James, I mean, I rate Reece James, but his performance against Real Madrid was shocking. Both fullbacks bombing forward. They literally got punished the same way they got punished against the match against Brentford, where their fullbacks were going too far up, not covering their defensive duties, and then they got exposed. Vinicius Jr. was ripping it up, and Benzema, oh my God. Mendy as well. Because he did the same mistake against Brentford, where he received the ball and then he got pressed and then he kind of dabbled on the ball and then he tried to pass it and then Benzema just intercepted it 3-0. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a shambles right now over there. I don't think they're going through.
Do you know? It's Real Madrid, isn't it? Really, at the end of the day, and it's who shows up on the night. So I don't know. I feel like it's about 50-50 for me.
You think it's 50-50?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tight. I can see it happening. What was the score last?
3-1 to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You think Chelsea are going to do Real Madrid at the Bernabeu? I don't, Gracie. Oh,
maybe not then. If it's away. See, I don't watch other football. I have no idea. So, I'm an Arsenal or nothing really. It's rare occasions that I've watched anyone else.
Very biased.
What can I say? I mean, I don't have time to watch any other football. I make time for Arsenal. I don't have time to watch anyone else. Watch the odd like Middlesbrough game, like if it's the FA Cup or whatever here and there. But if they're 3-1 up, the odds aren't great. The odds are not great. But
I don't see it, man. Because the only one.
I mean, if Benzema goes on a mad one again, it's over, isn't it? He's going to win it.
The only one playing well at that Chelsea team right now is Havertz. He scored. He played well. He was the only one on the pitch that could, walk off with his head held high. But the rest of them, shocking. Silva, another shocking performance from him, Thiago Silva. And they need some new fullbacks because when Reece James is out, even though he was in and he was rubbish against Champions League. But when they don't have Chilwell and Reece James, Aspilicueta and Alonso, just not good enough, Gracie. They're too slow. They're just way too slow.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got exposed. They're not looking solid at all. And,
all right, then. I changed I say 70-30 to Real Madrid. Because you're not coming back from that. If you do, I'm impressed. That's for sure.
5 away goals from 39 goals, record conceded goals. Listen, and they said that he fixed the defense. Apparently, Arteta's fixed the defense. This is his.
Oh,
defense.
it's fixed. It's fixed. Yeah, don't worry about it. You just got Ben White leaking goals through all day, and do you know what? That don't matter though because goals don't win games. It's the stats. So don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's possession wins games. Nothing else.
XG wins the
it's
game.
XG, the expected goals. That's the most stupid stat that's ever been made in the history. Like, stupid.
Trust me, sports is about winning. It's called never giving up. If you are passionate about it and you love your sport idol, then you want to be number one. I want Arsenal to get top 4, but we won't. Then I want be number 1 next year. Chelsea will beat Real Madrid. I have a feeling. This is the problem. Right out fan base doesn't have mentality, realize what to become number 1 because our standards need to be raised. Brighton can get something. I generally think we draw. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, what's your prediction for the Brighton match? Do you think we'll win? What do you think, Gracie?
I mean, depending on how we set up, it can go either way. I think we can win, but I think it'd be like 1-0 or something. And if we score, we're just going to sit back and take it. Because we have to win if we're being fair. If they really want top 4 that bad, we're going to have to win. So it's going to be a difficult one against a good manager in Graham Potter. He's good at tactics and he'll find a way around us. I guarantee that. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see the lineup and then I'll know for sure. But I've no idea this time. No idea.
Fair enough. When Chelsea had 1 game a week in 2017, they won the league, while Arsenal with 1 game a week only challenged for top 4.
Exactly.
Great comment.
That's a good fact. It's good facts, people.
You're getting a lot of love in the chat. Getting a lot of love.
The views are coming in again. What's going on?
Yeah, get the views in. Profiting off a loss. Now that my channel's monetized, profiting off a loss. Flipping
you could say that now.
Yeah.
Profiting off a loss.
I think you guys are underrating our players too much.
Do you think I'm not underrating Lacazette? That's for sure. He's done. He's over. I'm sorry. Unless he can start bagging goals again, he's done. With us, not his career, but he's done with us. I'm not underrating anyone.
There you go.
Martinelli for other clubs, he used to be underrated, and look where he is now.
There you go. Manager supposed manager, more like supply teaching assistant, needs experience and a permanent loan. There you go. Alaba is a better centre back than Ben Scheidt, bro. Who isn't a better centre back than Ben Scheidt, bro?
Bring back Saliba. Simple fix.
Fuad, big up both. My ears are burning. Fuad, where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Oh, wait. No. He's crying in the corner. Because he's Arteta lost.
When we win.
Yeah.
Lokonga and Tavares are not ready. Do you remember when we were linked with Benzema in 2008? And our midfield is most weak position in summer. We need 2 midfielders. Fuad said we will beat Brighton. Great point, Gracie. he won't because he's too fucking arrogant.
Yeah.
We missed Ten Hag. Which manager is there available? Would you take big name? All depends on ownership of club. Hold on a
See, with
sec.
that one
Yeah.
there, the thing is with managers, they're never available. You make them available. If you really want a manager, you go, even if they're in a contract, you go, I want you. Look what happened when Jose Mourinho went to. Trying to think of it, but they pulled him out the club and went, no, come here, play for us. We'll give you this. You have to win a manager over, even if they're still at a club, to sign your contract. You don't. It doesn't matter if they're available or not. If you really, really want them, go get them.
Exactly. And how much does it cost to take a manager out of contract? 20, 30 mil? What's that when we paid 70 mil for Pepe? When we paid 60
And
mil for
50 million for Ben White.
Exactly.
It's nothing, is it? It is nothing.
Listen, we've got special guests. How you doing, bro?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm good. How'd you say your name again? I don't want to get it wrong. Chike.
Yes.
How are you doing, bro? How you doing?
Oh boy, Sunday it's gonna be stressful because we're probably going up against potentially the best team in world football, and if we lose that game, we will no longer be top of the league, and if we lose that game, we could lose the league. To be honest.
There you go. What's your prediction for the game on Saturday?
For Brighton, Arsenal, 0-0.
0-0.
I could see that happening, to be fair. Who's going to score?
Yeah, who is going to score? Plus, Grandpa is just going to sit back and do this.
I mean, I asked Gracie what she would like to see in us resolving the problem that we've got at left back. We've got no left backs. The only left back we've got is the left back that can't defend. I mean, what would you do with the right back and left back position?
Oh boy, what would I do? I mean, see, with the right back, I think I would play Cedric at right back, and then left back. Oh Jesus! Oh boy, if only you signed a left back because I could give you a straight answer, but I can't because this is how Arsenal functions. So I don't have anything.
Would you go with Tavares? Would you give Tavares another chance and say,
Nope.
listen, this is your chance?
Nope.
So what, would you put Ben White there?
You have to, even though he's shite. I mean, Jesus. I mean, my Jesus. I mean, he almost let Timo Pukki score against him, for God's sakes.
This is what I'm saying.
Or we pull someone out from Ireland and expect them to pull a masterclass, but
yeah. Or you can put Mikel Arteta at left back.
Yeah, let AirPod Albert take over because we did way better with him as manager. Nearly beat City with him.
Yeah,
so let's take that.
Play
Arteta, the 40-year-old Arteta, put him in. He'll be fine. You know, let him out to the Wolves.
Yep.
There you go. Solution.
But the reason I came on here is because I wanted to ask you two on your score predictions for the big match at the weekend, the title decider. I said 3-2 City with Mahrez to score the winner.
Oh,
and also
it's going to be a good game.
I'm going with Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm going with Liverpool as well.
Score predictions. Start with you, Gracie.
2-1, Liverpool. It's going to be tight. Both defenses are good.
Yeah, these two don't normally slap each other up. It's either a tight game. If it is a win, it's a tight win. So, yeah, either 3-2. I'm going to go with 3-2. I think there will be goals in it. I think they know they need to go for it. Obviously, the title race is not depending solely on this match, but this is definitely going to make it even tighter for Liverpool if they can get the points. Or create some distance between City and Liverpool if City can win. But the reason I'm saying this is because they played my second team, which is Benfica. And Diaz, what a player, man. What a player. Great goal. Assisted Mane really well. And he just slotted in seamlessly. Do you know what I mean? Like the way he's
100%.
playing is really, really good. And I think this season, Liverpool have decent rotation. You know, they've got their starting lineup. Then you have Diaz, and you have, you know, obviously you've got Firmino there, but you've got Jota. you've got really good players to bring off the bench. You know, before they used to have Origi and stuff. Now they got ballers. Their bench can also start for them. And when you look at Man City, they've got good players, but they got no striker. You know, I know Foden played really well in their match as well. It's really tight to call, but I feel like Liverpool are a team that when their backs are against the wall and when it's crunch games, they can win. But then again, Pep hasn't really ever blown, you know, when he's not clear of the title, but when he's favourites to win the title, he normally doesn't bottle it. So, and this ain't the Champions League match, you know, he's more iffy in the Champions League. In the Premier League, he's a lot more solid. So it's 100%. Hard, man. It's a lot of ifs and buts. But I'm going to go with Liverpool.
See, I'm going to go City, but I've asked Goonie, I've asked Eunice, I've asked Lee Gunner, I've lost everyone. The majority of people are saying draw. Lee Gunner said 3-1 City. He thinks we'll slap them. Eunice and Goonie are both going draw. And Warren, whose YouTube channel I was on before this, he also said 1-1. So a lot of people are saying draw. Do you think it might be because of the Champions League that's impacting them, or do you just think that the FA Cup will decide, you know, whose season will go out on top?
Oh, I think they're two good teams, you know, and they're both going for a title, so neither one of them's going to back down easily, and neither one of them's going to let a bad defense or a bad performance because they know what's at stake. So, yeah, it could end in a draw. I just see Liverpool coming out on top for some reason. Is it away or at home for City?
It's at the Etihad.
Or the empty had, I've heard it being called recently.
And Pep and Klopp hasn't beaten Pep at the Etihad in the Premier League.
You know, there's always time for it to happen, and it will happen eventually. You know, and it could be the game. It could be the game, in my opinion.
Now, Northside, you said 3-2 Liverpool, right? Who do you think will score for Liverpool?
I think Salah will score. I think
respect.
It depends if Jota or Diaz play. I think Jota can score. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just didn't want to go for the same as Gracie. I think if they do win, whoever wins is going to be a 2-1. But I do think that Liverpool are going to do it. I don't know why, but I just feel like Liverpool are going to do it, man. I don't know why. I just think they're
no, man, it's cool. It's your opinion. I don't care.
I don't know why. Like, I can't. It's not like clear in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Yeah. I'm not going to sit on the fence. Everyone's saying it's a draw is all sitting on the fence, man. I don't think it's going to be like that because I think either team, like, they need the 3 points. So I think they're going to
100%. 100%. I think the reason that people are saying it's a draw is because Chelsea are not in the title race, and you know, I think the reason why they're saying that is because they don't think they can predict a winner because of how close and good these two teams are. So yeah, a lot of people are saying a draw, but me personally, I think we'll win it. I really do.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
there you go. Anyway, I have to run, but thanks for having me on Northside and Gracie. And I hope you watch the game, and I hope you do a watch along for it as well.
I won't watch the game. Won't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch other teams. I don't. I don't even watch England, bro. Most of the time, you know, I'm not gonna go out my way to watch Liverpool. I'll tell you why. I will tell you this why. Please. I don't watch other ones because I like the thrill of watching a game, and like I can't support Liverpool, I can't support City, so I'm just sitting there like,
sure.
Like what am I can't celebrate if one of them scores. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here like, oh yeah, nice, yeah, brilliant. One of the teams just got another 3 points. Yeah, great. You know, it's not my type of thing.
Oh my god, So that means you're not going to watch the World Cup in Qatar? Because I'm technically American and the US drew England. So
I will watch that. No, I like to watch it with like the family. Do you know what I mean? If we're watching it as a family, cool. But I can't cheer Harry Kane on. I'm sorry, and like Harry Maguire, I can't do it. I can't.
I mean Harry Maguire, I can understand, but Harry Kane, you're having a laugh, Gracie. You're
he's a solid player, but I'm. You don't realize, people don't realize. I'm a generational Arsenal fan. I was born to hate anyone that is a Tottenham player, anyone that is a Tottenham player. I kid you not, when I was younger, my blood used to boil at the name Even the name, I used to get angry because that's just how I grew up. So
God almighty.
I can't do it. When you're generational, it's like just something's different. Just
Sure.
something is completely different about it. It's very few people are these. It's hard to understand. But,
100%.
you know.
Northside, you at least watch England, right? Please tell me you at least watch England.
Yeah, I'm going to do a watch along for England and for Portugal. Obviously, my favorite international team is obviously Portugal, but
Sure.
yeah.
I hope
England,
that
I can't. England's given me everything, innit? Do you know what I mean? And I was born here, and I respect England. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like you.
100%.
You're there in
Yes.
America. You respect America, even though your parents' lineage isn't American.
Correct.
You respect it as the country that you live in and everything they've done. Do you know what I mean? So I always rep
100%.
England. But
I always respect it and always watch it, like most of the time. But friendlies and that, now I'm not bothered with that. Like,
No,
that's a waste of time.
Oh,
I know we're gonna win.
Gracie's like an entrepreneur. She's got a band. She's got dancing.
I don't dance. I do not dance. That story is long gone in my life. That was like 10 years ago, sort of thing. Not my thing. No, I've got band. I've got school. I've got A levels, bro. I don't have time to be watching England.
100%.
Or Man City. I don't have the time for it.
Oh man, you're killing me both. But hey, thank you so much for having me on. And also catch me tomorrow on Jamie Phillips. We're going to be doing a whole preview, a match breakdown, our starting 11s, our combined 11s, and our score predictions. It's going to be at 4:30 US time, which means I think that's 10:30 UK time. See, I kind of wish I lived in the UK because the time difference here is
that is early. I don't know if I'll be awake. I can't lie.
Wow.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, you two, and have a great day.
No worries. You too, man.
See ya.
Take care.
See ya. Right, Gracie, you off?
Yeah, I've got to hop off for a bit.
Cool.
I literally got in and turned my computer on straight away, so I'm still like, not ready for the evening. But I'll give me a message, and I'll hop on to sort out mods afterwards when you're
see
done.
mods. Gracie's gonna help me.
I've got it. I promise. We're gonna get it fixed. I'll see you in a bit.
No, thanks, Gracie. See ya.
All right, see ya.
Right, people. So let's get back into your comments. Big up Northside, Gracie, Prince. Next season, you three should have a weekly show. You know what? I'll consider that. I'll consider in doing a show. Obviously, Fuad would be on if obviously he wasn't celebrating Ramadan. So like I said, Fuad will be back on the channel, people. I know you guys love the debates, love me and Fuad getting into it. Once Ramadan's over, then he's able to come back to the channel, and then I'll be calling him all types of filhos da puta, filho da merda, gonorrhea, diarrhea, every gonorrhea there is. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll be back to that. But listen, if you lot want to see it, I'll definitely talk to them and see if we can do a weekly show. And if we can do a weekly show and I see that you guys support it and the numbers are there based on, you know, the viewers, the subscribers I've got, I'll keep it going. Maybe a weekly, you know, Sunday show maybe we could do. I know it's kind of hard to get people free, but yeah, well, I'll definitely look into that. And thank you. Make sure if you just logged in, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're always notified every time I drop a video, caramba. I think we will finish 6th. Brighton have been below average this season. That is true, which is why I think we can win this Saturday. We should be winning this Saturday, regardless if they've been on a good run or a bad run. Diego Costa, free agent. If we're only going to have him until the end of the season, I don't mind. Any longer than that, then I don't want him. Imagine Emery winning Champions League. My God. Arsenal are Santa Claus FC. Love giving up 3 points like any old stranger. That's just a link. Right, I already read that. Northside Gracie can make it happen. In my channel description, I have a petition. No new contract against Arteta. New contract. Come sign it. Yeah, bro. I don't mind signing it because I don't want him to have a new contract. You know what I mean? Jacob with the Draco here. Big up to you. I know you're a Chelsea fan. You're always supporting. So big up to you, bro. He says, big up to you, Northside and Gracie. This Chelsea team has let me down again. I thought we were going to beat Real Madrid. Most of this team ain't good enough and needs to be sold ASAP. Bro, let me know what players in Chelsea you would sell. Obviously, Lukaku, everybody knows with Lukaku. We all know that you need some new fullbacks. Kante, it looks like Tuchel's not getting the best of Kante. And listen, Kante to me is world class, but what is going on? I rate Kovacic, Mason Mount, because he's the golden boy, not many people speak about him. What's going on with Mason Mount? I mean, he's another one that's gone missing. Ronaldo is 37. He's no longer in his peak. Portugal has a talented generation with players like Silva, Felix, Leao, and Jota that is being poorly used and don't need to depend on CR37. Facts. And I know, Francisco, you're Portuguese like me, so big up to you. Big up all the guys, everyone, wherever you're from in the world, and a special big up to everyone from Tuga. You know what I mean? From Portugas. If you know Portugal, we abbreviate it for Tuga. So if I say anything about Tuga, it's about Portugal. Now you know. You lot are learning the lingo. Vamos la caramba. Big up Northside and Gracie. I'm tired of this forwards missing chance after chance. Lukaku, Pulisic, Mason Mount, they were all poor. Havertz was immense. I like how Tuchel called the players out, as he should. If they're not, performing, hit the likes, people. What's this? Yo, Fuad, big bro, Gaddafi. How's the fasting going, bro? We need a massive clear out. Alonso, Aspi, Pulisic, Lukaku, Werner. Chelsea has got to go to the Bernabeu and turn this result around. I want to retain the Champions League because we have failed in the Premier League. There you go. Yeah? Chelsea fan, not talking about what we need to do to get top 4, what we need to do to get top 6, what we need to do. Nah, he's talking about winning, being winners, going for the league, going for the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Going for the major honors. I wish my whole fan base had this mindset. Everyone in this chat, everyone that comes to my channel, they've got the same ambition. Do you know what I'm saying? They're ambitious as well. So big up to you, big up to everyone in the chat. And listen, that's coming from a fan of a club that's been one of the 3 most successful teams in the last 10 years. There you go, just saying. While we've been the biggest losers in the last 18 years. We ain't beaten Brighton. This is where we bottle it. The cycle continues with us. It's because of the manager and the ownership board not spending money. You two more welcome to come on my channel. Love you two guys. Amazing content, bro. DM me on IG, Northside LDN, all one word. And I don't mind jumping on any of you guys' content. Any of you guys got a channel, want to talk about football, I don't mind jumping on. Just DM me on IG and then send me the stream link, and I'm on it. I'm on it. Arteta out, says Flex. How can Reece James be our second highest goal scorer? Our forwards are the reasons why we are not in the title race. Mount is my guy, but he has been poor. We need to kick on and challenge. The fan formerly known as Prince, where are you? Big up Gracie and Northside. Well, where is he? Where is he? Yeah, be excited, he said, about Arteta. Be excited after spending 150 mil. Be excited after signing no one in January. Yeah, that's going great, isn't it? That aged well. That aged really well. But yeah, no, all jokes aside, he's fasting. Our fans and big YouTubers like AFTV are the ones who are helping fuck up Arsenal. I've been fasting as well, Fuad. I said, let me give it a try, bro. No cap. It's hard at time. Even water looks good at times. Listen, fasting, big up to all my Muslim brothers and sisters out there, man. Fasting ain't easy, man. Fasting ain't easy. I got a couple Muslim brothers, man. That's hard. That's dedication. I'm telling you that right now. Whoever wins out of City and Liverpool will go on to win the league title. Does this guy just go around asking other YouTube content creators their opinions on the game or something? It's just a game for 3 points. It's not a final. Okay, cool. I don't really know what you want me to say with that. I give my opinion. I ask other people their opinion. I allow people that on the chat that don't want to put a camera on, like yourself, to give their opinion. So yeah, I don't really know what you meant by that, but yeah. I want Liverpool to win. I hate City. They ruined us by buying so many of our best players to get where they are initially. That is true. That is true. And now once again, players like Martinelli and Saka have been linked. And if we don't match the ambition of players like Saka and Martinelli, which I'm sure they want to win the league, we'll lose them like we lost Fabregas, like we lost Haleb, like we lost Adebayo, like we lost flipping Sagna, like we lost flipping Colo Torre, like we lost all these players, bro. Like we lost Van Persie. The cycle continues. You know what I mean? Like we lost Alexis Sanchez. So, you know, this is what I'm saying. You two are real ones. Lineup for Brighton: Ramsdale, Cedric, White, Gabriel, Tavares, Xhaka, Lokonga, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Saka. Laka should be dropped. I do agree that Laka should be dropped. Laka should have been dropped a long time ago. A long time ago. I honestly think the club wants fifth. They don't want fourth because they will have to spend more money. I honestly think if we don't get in Europe, they will sack him. I don't think he'll get sacked, which is why I agree with the first bit of your comment that I don't think they want to get Champions League. Why would you not strengthen in January? Why? Why? Even if you take a bit of the budget, if you say, right, you're going to spend in January, we're going to take a little bit, you know, you're not going to have as much to spend in summer because we're now going to go for a lot of players that are your summer targets. Why not? But I heard this club come out and say, oh, we only had targets for the summer. We didn't have targets for January, which means you don't care about getting top four. It's not about getting top four. It's not about winning. Just like it's not about getting the best managers out there. We are the Dortmund of the Prem. Facts, bro. Absolute facts. We are the Dortmund of the Prem. Northside, my sister doing fast, and I respect everyone doing that because it's hard, bro. Absolute facts, bro. Absolute facts. And it's looking like a slow news day today. I'm not seeing many stories about Arsenal. We are being linked with Declan Rice. That's a story that's being put out there at the moment. Apparently, Declan Rice is being linked to Arsenal Football Club. Why the hell would Declan Rice want to come to Arsenal? Like, real talk, like, why? To do what? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, West Ham are in Europe. We're not, as it currently stands. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense. Why is he going to... Like, this is what I'm saying, yeah? This is what I say to people, yeah? Take all of this with a pinch of salt because it's all BS, man. It's all for clickbaiting. Why is he going to leave West Ham? Now, West Ham might not make Champions League football. Arsenal might. But at the same time, they got a better manager. The team is structured better. They got a better... For me, as it stands right now, they got a better starting lineup. I don't think our lineup is that great, in my opinion. Why? And then he's being linked to... Man United is the prime team that he keeps being linked to. Why would Declan Rice want to come to Arsenal? Why? To do what? To do what? To finish fourth, fifth, sixth loser? Like, well, why? Why? It don't make no sense. I rate Declan Rice. I would love him at Arsenal. But is he really coming to Arsenal? No, he's not. No, he's not. A player like him that's being linked to clubs that are bigger than us, clubs that have got more ambition than us, why is he going to come over here? Makes absolutely no sense. But there you go. These journalists are always trying to look for anything, you know, just to get a click. It is what it is. And I click on the links so that you don't have to. So, yeah. What else is going on here? Dybala. They keep rotating the same players. It's always Dybala, or it's the striker at Napoli, or it's Darwin Núñez from Benfica, or it's Calvert-Lewin. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I don't think we're getting any of them. But we're just in a really bad way. And it's just got to a point with me that I don't even know if I can get vexed anymore, man. But yeah, listen, it is what it is. Hold on, people. I need to take a photo. Sorry, people, that was work. As you can tell, yeah, I'm actually working on call. So they call me if there's any urgent calls. So when I go mute, sorry for that. I'm actually still working and I'm still putting content out. You know what I mean? Even though I'm actually technically still working, still putting content out, people. So literally, if you can smash the like, if you can subscribe, if you can hit the bell notification, I would appreciate it. I'd appreciate, you know, people showing love for the work rate that I put out. This week, I'm on 24-hour call out. Well, not 24-hour, but I'm in call out. So yeah, so if people can subscribe and like, and I'm still going to be doing the watch along. I'm still trying to put content out every day. So yeah, do any of you guys know of any links? Because I'm not really seeing anything. It's kind of dry. Like I've kind of touched on, you know, what I think about us facing Brighton. I don't know if any of you know any links or any stories there at the moment about Arsenal. Let's go into our player stats. Let me go into the player stats for Arsenal players. Let's have a look at that as we go into the Brighton match. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Right, let me share it. Here we go. Here we go. Right. So our highest goal scorer is Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe, both of them with 9 goals. Martinelli with 5 goals in third place. In terms of assists, is Lacazette in first place with 7 assists. Saka in second place with 5 assists, and Martinelli in third place with 3 assists. So yeah, there you go. I mean, it's just, this is what I'm saying, and this is why we're in a predicament that we're in, because we're heavily relying on the youngsters. Our highest assist players making the most assists and scoring the most goals are part of the youth project. I mean, come on, man. This is why all of this, you know, so-called getting the top 4 and we're favorites and all this, I wasn't buying it. I was never buying it, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Listen, people, I'm going to get through some of your comments and then I'm going to wrap up because, yeah, I do need to pop back into work because, yeah, I am actually working. So, yeah, Northside, what do you make of the links to Tielemans from Leicester? Would you sign him? I rate him and I think he would definitely add dynamism and energy to our midfield. He definitely gets into our midfield. There's no argument. There's no denying that. I would get him. But I do think we could get slightly better. But listen, if we can get him, I mean, he's running that. I think he doesn't want to sign his contract. I don't know how long he's got in his contract. If his contract ends, I don't want to put him on stupid wages, but I definitely get him at a reasonable price. You know, what I don't want Arsenal doing is doing deals like Ozil again. But he 100% in terms of ability, he walks into our midfield. And I definitely go for him. I definitely rate Tielemans. And yeah, if we don't have to give him stupid wages, and if they're not silly with the, you know, transfer for, you know, to buy him, then I'm all for buying him. But is there better options? I'm not sure. I'm not a scout. I'm not sure who else is out there, but I wouldn't be mad at Tielemans. I'll take Tielemans. I would take Tielemans. And we should be doing moves like this. We should be going and taking Basuma, taking Tielemans, getting the best out of the rest. Do you know what I mean? That's what Man United used to do. That's what Fergie used to do all the time. Go, oh, who's that? Berbatov? Right, we're having him. Oh, who's that? Who else is that? Tevez at West Ham? Right, taking him. That's what we should be doing, you know? But when does this club do what we should be doing? It is what it is, bro. What's the day job? I'm a gas engineer. I'm a plumber for a hospital. Not going to say which one, obviously, personal business, but, you know, it is what it is. Is that your side job? No, that's my full-time job. YouTube is not my full-time job. Hopefully one day it can become my full-time job with you guys spreading the content, liking, subscribing, sharing. Hopefully one day I can do this full-time and then I'll be doing videos all day, every day, putting even more content. But yeah, I mean, when I'm not on my on-call week like this week, I try to release content Monday to Friday. And then on the weekend, if we're playing. But I kind of, for the weekend, I only leave it to, you know, a watch along and then my match reaction. But yeah, if one day this can become my side job, that is, you know, if this can become my job, that is what I'm aiming for. And this is why I'm staying so consistent. And this is why I keep at it so that I can grow. But YouTube is a difficult game. But you know, I'm lucky that you know I got friends that you know got a lot of followers, and I've made a lot of friends here. So hopefully, God willing, one day. What's this? Northside, pick up yourself for the work rate you put in. Respect. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You guys make it worth it. You guys comments, your interaction, all that makes it worth it. You know, I'm just a supporter like you. I'm just voicing it on a channel. But you know, like a lot of you guys, I know the regulars, I know the new people. Everyone's welcome, and honestly, man, I never thought that I'll be able to reach 1,000 followers this quickly. And now let's just kick on. And I will be making people mods. I will be putting super chats. Just give me a bit of time. I'm new to all of this, and hopefully, you know, Gracie can help me. Nah, man, the link is dry. He don't have anything at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, everything's just about our injuries. Partey being out, Tierney being out, Tomiyasu being out, and Pepe being out. Big up Northside, first time watching. Would you be surprised if somehow Wolves finish above Arsenal, even though you guys celebrate like top 4 is secure against us twice? I wouldn't be. Listen, you got a better manager. You know, you had a manager that was at Benfica, a team that I was at, you know, and he did well at Benfica. Bruno Lage. So he did well, won the Liga Portuguesa, and he's got more credentials. Our manager, what credentials has he got? An FA Cup. So what? We're winning FA Cups against Arsene Wenger. We still winning about. It's not about FA Cups over here. Do you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. And I was embarrassed when I saw the fans celebrating and the players celebrating like we won the league. You know, after beating you guys, with all due respect, we should be beating you guys. Like, let's just be real. We should be. A club at the size of Arsenal should be beating Wolves. And these are celebrating like that. Like it's a joke thing. But listen, I think you lot are doing really well. I think you can go far with Bruno Lage. He's a decent manager. And I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Because, listen, before this bum come to my club, before Arteta come to my club, I never seen my club finish outside the top 4. Then this guy comes, and we finish 8th and 8th. Like, I'm like, bruv, like, allow it. So nothing surprises me anymore, bro. Let's see this. What's going on here? Ficamos ligados a todos e seus primos. Depois assinamos com as suas ovos. Okay. Northside, we can arrange a phone call for tomorrow to sort out the mods if you need to go to work. I got 5 minutes, Gracie. I'm gonna wrap up now. I got 5 minutes. I still got time. I get an hour to get into work, so I have an hour. Would you take Pogba at Arsenal? I would take Pogba like that. If we get Pogba, I'd be happy. Pogba's world class. The problem is not Pogba. The problem is Man United. He's not the problem. I've seen enough of him to see that he's a world class player. I rate Pogba very highly. I've hit the like button. I've advised the rest as well. Northside to be a full-time YouTuber before Goonie receives his package. Listen, big up people, man. Listen, I'm going to wrap up now. Please like and subscribe if it's your first time. Hit the bell notification. And people, love for the support, the constant interaction. I really, really, really appreciate it. And listen, we're out. Arteta out.